It appears Republicans are getting a little bit desperate. House Committee Chairman James Comer just announced that he is launching a new investigation into Governor Tim Walz. So, of course, he's getting mocked online because the investigation is bizarre. Apparently, he claims that Walz is a secret Chinese communist. I'm not kidding. Comer is accusing Walz of having connections to the Chinese Communist Party, these officials, and maintaining a devotion to the party to which he has criticized. Here's what it said in the announcement. The CCP has sought to destroy the United States through coordinated influence and infiltration campaigns that target every aspect of American life, including our own elected officials. Americans should be deeply concerned that Governor Walz, Kamala Harris's presidential running mate, has a long-standing and cozy relationship with China. That's right. Here we go. We got another BS investigation. You know, that's why it's an election year, and you know they're launching it because Trump is not doing well. So now, here's the thing. Does Walz have a cozy relationship with China? Well, let's look at the details, right? So now Walz is a former teacher, of course, who actually did go teach in China. In 1989, Walz began a Harvard University volunteer program teaching American history and English at the Foshan No. 1 High School in southern China. Since then, he has returned to the country about 30 times. We got him! We got him! Except you don't. Okay. So now, it turns out he's been kind of tough on the Chinese government. As a congressman, Walz met the Dalai Lama, and before his jailing, the high-profile Hong Kong democracy activist Joshua Wong. He also spent over a decade in the Congressional Executive Commission on China, which is a body that is focused on scrutinizing the Chinese government's abuses of human rights. Been calling them out for it. 2016, the same year he met the Dalai Lama, he also invited the then leader of Tibet's government in exile, Lamsang Sonjay, into his congressional office to meet a group of Minnesota high schoolers. Walz also backed the Hong Kong Human Rights and Democracy Act, which imposed sanctions on Chinese and Hong Kong officials for human rights abuses during the city's democracy protests. Walz has also spoken out of the need for dialogue and cooperation on issues such as climate change with China, but remains fiercely critical when it comes to their violations of human rights. So now, that doesn't exactly sound like someone who is a secret Chinese Communist Party plant bent on taking over America and instituting communism. Or as, Trump likes to say,
pink-haired communist.
Doesn't sound like that. Needless to say, right? The internet reacted to Comer, and they were not impressed. Okay. Woofcoof writes, James Comer and Trey Gowdy are soulmates in failure. A reference, of course, to James Comer's previous investigation into Joe Biden. Jill writes, so many investigations, and I never hear any of their outcomes. Weird. Yes, I wonder why that is. People would like to know. House Judiciary Democrats responds, saying MAGA opposes government spending on everything from feeding children to education and health care, yet they spend millions investigating conspiracies. Have their investigations come up with anything? Nope. They have no wins of any significance. Well, yeah, because remember, Republicans actually don't want to govern. So they don't want to spend money on healthcare and food for hungry children. They would rather spend that money on conspiracies to distract their base while they send even more money to their wealthy paymasters. The giant corporations and billionaires that fund them. That's the reality. Now, there's more. Speaking of money, Comer needs to stop wasting our money, says Nash is here. Another writes, of course, election interference, because this is something that Trump always says about anything. Election interference! Oh, well, now you're announcing a sham investigation into Minnesota Governor Walz based on just nothing but feels. All right, great. Election interference indeed. Matt Bardiff writes, So you'll be using your position as U.S. representatives to look into a non-existent problem that will smear your political opponent instead of actually problems that will help the American citizens. Sure, that tracks for you guys. The ones who do nothing except get a paycheck. True. Ginger Snaps writes, oh no, another spurious scam investigation.
Oh no!
Undercover Agent writes, so Harris announced her bid for president. House GOP tries to impeach her the same week. Walz becomes VP nominee. House GOP opens an investigation into him. Seems a lot like weaponized government and election interference. Yes, it sure seems like that indeed. Now, I wonder if this investigation will go as well as the Biden foreign bribery investigation that found no evidence of Biden foreign bribery. I mean, I'm just saying, it probably will go exactly the same way. If anything, this is going to make Tim Walz look even better and Republicans even more weird. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.